What's up YouTube, this is Think Tropics. In this video I'll be doing a video I've tried to make so many times and either had like no courage to do it or had issues because I remember last time I tried to film this my mic didn't work and hopefully it's working right now and we'll work through the whole video. But I did this kind of video about like back in summer 2024 where I decided to rank all my ships I have, and this is kind of like a video to like kind of show my progress in the game. And unlike this video, I'm going to do something like a little different, and this is that I'm going to be split into two parts. So this video will be on the tech tree shifts, which I think I have to like 34. Last I checked when I did the tier list, because I'm going to be putting this through a tier list right here. As you can see, made a kind of little thing here. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. This could probably be a long video as well. But so first we got the Fubuki, which I've had this thing for quite a long time. I barely play because I've never been that interested in destroyers or that good at them. I mean, I guess I kind of get into the Italian cruise destroyers and some of the French ones like the Apocalypse or the Minsk. Also like some others as well. But even then, I don't really play them this often. So this ship's, I think I've played again this ship in a long time, but I'm gonna kind of rank it out based on I know like how see people play it or like just my knowledge of the ship. This is a torpedo boat, it's part of the Shibakaze line, and so yeah, it's kind of all of it. It really is low concealment, large amount of torps. So it has 9 torpedoes. Like concealment wasn't that great, 6.7 kilometers. I have no upgrades for this. I don't even anything applied here. Actually, I don't. Well, even then, you don't get access to concealment modifications at tier 6. That until like tier 8, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, the guns, they fire super slowly. Yeah, simplified from second reload time, and they had that. There's only like 4 guns on the ship. But then again, it's not supposed to be like a gunboat DD. But honestly, I don't know how like rank it because I don't play that much. But I'd probably say it's around like B tier, at least in my opinion. So up next, got Izumo. Got this ship recently because there's that whole event where he like a tier 9 ship. I didn't get it for the Lepanto because I already had that ship and I have the Colombo now. I don't like the other ones because I'm more of a battleship kind of person. Because I'm not that great at cruiser destroyers like the Fletcher, the Riga. Which were the other options. Yeah, one for this one. Play like a battle 2 in here. This ship that performs pretty good. Like, it's not anything special, but you got some 14mm guns, you got 9 of them. I mean, that's a bit less than, like, the Amagi, but I actually skipped over the Amagi, because before this I had the Nagato, but then I got the ship as, like, a free upgrade, so decided to get it. Skip the Amagi, although I did get the Key recently. That was basically the premium version of the Amagi. Got that for, like, coal and steel. Yeah. Ship, AA, kind of crap. It's got these simple AA mounts. You get a fire plane, they got a range of around like 25 to 1 kilometers, but it falls pretty nice. And obviously that spark plane will increase that kind of range. Because, actually I did get that main firing range upgrade. Concealment mods, maneuverability, aiming systems, that kind of stuff. So yeah, this ship is pretty good, performs pretty well. Especially like I always kind of heard the Ismail was kind of a bad ship, but like it's gotten better. I don't know, it's been pretty good because I'm kind of that guy. I like to like sit back and snipe usually. And so yeah, this shit kind of works pretty well for me. I forgot where it was. So that's the scanner. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard to navigate through because they're not labeled exactly, and I have to just look at the thumbnails for them. So yeah, that's gonna be kind of handy. That's the interesting picture. Oh boy, it's the shoulders. Also, did I get it on here? I'm pretty sure I got the SMO stuff on here. I think this is it right here. I'll see actually A tier. We looked last week, kind of narrowed down the ships. Be able to like, find stuff a bit easier. There's some Fubuki. I barely play the Farragut. I always usually associate these ships with like the moves because oh my gosh, like Nicholas, Farragut, and some of his Mahan players, they do not know how to play these kind of ships. They die pretty quickly. The guns are nice, 27mm. I haven't upgraded a single thing on the ship, so I have like no range on these guns, but from what I know, these things are pretty good at shooting. the torpedoes usually aren't their main point. This only has like 5.5 kilometers of range, but I got 8 of them. Speed 36.5 knots, which is not that fast, but not that bad. Still at some of their kilometers by default. I kind of got the survivability upgraded at least on here. It's AA guns, I guess. There's some, especially consider like these are supposed to become like AA ships because they have DFA as a consumable. But honestly, never played. I think it's a decent ship, although I don't want to see many players playing them good because most of them are like unexperienced players, like inexperienced players or whatever. But next, I got the Baltimore, and I haven't touched a ship in ages because then again, like I said, I'm not that good at cruisers, so I usually don't play these kind of ships. Although I did recently get the Hull B for it, which I guess I gotta give the ship a shot again. But I will say from like watching these kind of ships, I don't know, it's kind of a bit of a boring play style. Just can't be behind islands and like just firing away. Yeah, I got this kind of fun camo here. Got this commander, the Russian Badger. I mean, at least compared to like that New Orleans or whatever, and we get actually radar. Also got concealment modification. It's gonna do stuff. We got like down to 1 kilometers. Should I can get a lot more, but don't play ship. I haven't really invested in the commander skills because I kind of like upgrade all of this before I knew that you have a limited amount of commander skills, so I haven't really distributed it like I should. So yeah. Overall, I think the ship's like probably like at least B tier. Kind of boring playstyle with like an awful ship. Downwards gonna crap, but like, then again, what are you gonna do? It's an American cruiser. What's right here? I next got the North Carolina. I don't play this one specifically, but I'll be just kind of basing off the North Carolina CLR, which I have as a premium ship. It's a tier 8 premium. I haven't upgraded the armor on this thing, but I'd upgrade the guns, explosive kilometers, concealment, 12.3, which is pretty good for battleship, I'd say, especially that range. Because when you compare it to other like good like battleships with like low detect, on like the British battleships, they don't have that much gun range. This one, especially with the primary module, man, it's like these things can slap. I don't really specifically play this one that much because it's not the cool premium one, the CLR, but these ships are like pretty tanky, even though this one has the weaker armor, of course, like the Iowas, whatever, in Montana. I forgot when I got this ship. It was kind of long ago. I got the Nebraska like earlier, then I got the Colorado again to grind up to this one. So yeah, I might do the big like the Vermont line, but I don't know about that. It's because I never heard that many good things about the Kansas. I don't really know much about the Minnesota, but seeing that as like 4.6mm guns on like this tier 9 battleship that feels kind of identical to the tier 8. It's not that enticing for me. Overall, I think the ship's at least like an A tier. It's a pretty good one. Pretty good guns on it. So yeah. Here it is. So up next, got the Nebraska. The guns in these are not that great. I'll just say the bombers, they're okay, but like at least everything's kind of okay. We're kind of like works together like a package. We have pretty good AA, a lot of health. We should get like 71,000 hit points, which is I think a bit more than like the. Let's see what else like 73,000. Oh. Yeah, like I said, the bombers are okay, but I used to get good spotting. I think I'm upgraded. But even up here the range, and the range is actually pretty good by default. I'm pretty sure. At least it's okay with the planetary module. See that, but it's 22.1 kilometers in tier 8. It's pretty acceptable and pretty good. The guns, however, they just perform really weirdly compared to like the yeah, they feel a bit floatier, kind of like hard to track your shots, and they have like not that great dispersion. The secondaries, they're like pretty useful. They're not like German secondaries like Pan Americans, but like they get the job done, but they're like not bad or like really good. I mean, the ship. First, when I first got it, had that many good matches with it. I've gotten a few more good matches with this ship as of recent, so I think it's. I would have put this like like C tier, but I got like put it in B tier. Like it's an interesting ship. I got this instead of the North Carolina at first because one's kind of unique play style. But like I would have put this at C tier, but I think I put like B tier. And you get the S1, and I've owned this ship for quite a while. I don't know if I got it, but I still have not played a match with this ship at all. Yeah. don't know what I can say about the ship. I kind of refuse to play subs. One, because I'm kind of bad at subs, because I do have the Undying or whatever, or the Ending or whatever it's called. Pretty bad at this, and also I just don't like, I kind of like boycott it. I just like refuse to play subs. It's also kind of a boring playstyle, to me at least. I don't know if I should rank this, like, because I haven't played it at all. Where is it? This is it. Just about to see tier. Whatever. Just don't like subs that much. I'm not good at them. I don't like them in game, especially as a battleship main. Up next, I got the Minsk, which that's how I kind of like grind through. I had the Gnebny or the Nebny, what's called, for quite a while. I mean, that's how you get this thing. This thing, it kind of play as a similar play style to like the Italians, because that's the only destroyer line I've really actually played so far. I have the Kitaberti now. I haven't really touched the ship a lot, but I had the Torigo for quite a while, and I played that ship quite a lot. It's probably the destroyer I played the most so far, at least the tech trade destroyers. And that ship, I kind of like played similar to this, because like, you know, the gun range is a bit longer. I try to play kind of safe, like kind of sneak around, just like I do with the Italians, but like, I don't know. I don't know if like effectively play DDs yet. I've not really gotten to that. Most of mine are like tier 6 or tier 7 DDs, so they're kind of fairly easy to get. But this one with that smoke screen, it's not the exhaust smoke like the Torigo or like or the what the Italian line gets for all their DDs. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you got some nice torpedo racks. Don't have some kilometers range, but you got 8 of them at least. AA's there. So you got some AA guns on here. And this ship, but the thing about these, I think these are pretty fast. This one can go 43 knots, so I'm like zipping around the map in this thing. It's pretty nice to do, especially where like most of their DDs, except for the Italians, which are also quite fast, but not as fast as these. But yeah, this ship. So it's kind of fun for the matches I play with it. So probably like A tier. So I'm trying to get the Ds. This is one more my more favorite ones because I don't like the Gnebny that much. This one's definitely a breath of fresh air for sure. Don't remember where it is. Here it is. So I've next got the shores, and I haven't played the ship at all either. I got the ship like because I've been stuck in the Buddy Oni for quite a while. Well, I've had that ship for like years, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna upgrade it because I guess I kind of know how to play Soviet cruisers, not the Lazo and the Kirov. I haven't played a match in the ship yet. Really, because I need to actually get some commander skills. I don't have any commanders in my thing with skills yet, but I don't know if I have applied equipment to this modifier, so yeah, I applied some. But yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I haven't played this match in the ship, but I'm just gonna say from what I see in matches and what I know how I predict this to play based on like how the say like the Lazo performs. I think this would be a pretty good effective gunboat, like a HE spammer. So I say at least like a B tier for this one. It's the shores. So up next got the Vladivostok, and this ship, haven't touched it a little bit, but I used to play like some ranked battles with this thing, and this thing is like it's a tank, like it has pretty crap range, 18 kilometers. You got 73,000 hit points, good armor. Here, 32 millimeters in the front. I mean, this thing can take quite a beating. Got some pretty good guns, even though that like the best range ever. This ship, it's a bit faster than I thought. It was at 29 knots, which seems kind of crazy for a ship this big, but it's a job done. It's pretty fun ship to play and like extreme ranked. Kind of like playing these like more tanky battleships that can actually survive a ranked battle. So it's probably easy, like an A tier for sure. So next I got the Deutschland. It's one of those new cruisers with the like player controlled secondary guns, which is quite cool. I played a match with the ship. I mean, I just see like a graph speed really without that only that one like change. The range 15.8 kilometers. I think that's upgraded. Yeah, that's right. Since the ones on here are pretty inexpensive. The range is kind of bad, especially because I kind of want to play this as a battleship with those big 283mm guns and like those secondaries, but like it's not a battleship, it's a cruiser. It's kind of, I haven't really played cruisers that lately, especially after kind of got back into the game after not playing for quite a few months. they had the best first match with it against. They can hit when they want to. I haven't really got that close of battles where I can actually use the secondaries properly. I don't have like upgrade for the secondaries for the commander, but I do got one for the ship itself. I think it's about 7.3 kilometers, which is just not that good. I know you could probably get about a bit further, like sorry, I can speak out a bit further, but like even then, that's not gonna really make them that effective. At least whenever you get these kind of weaker craft speed like ships, this ship is just like okay, but I might put like C tier. Just not that good my experience so far. I next got the Bismarck, which kind of upgraded the ship a little bit recently with the new hull or whatever. I haven't got stuff for this yet, but yeah, this ship is quite tanky. It reminds me of the a lot of us like just a bit less health and armor, but 69,000 hit points. I gained a bit further with that one upgrade and with the commander, which I just don't have at the moment. Secondaries, they're pretty good. They're like Schlieffen secondaries, which I kind of hope to them to be, but they're still pretty good. They can like wreck a lot of like smaller ships and get some nice aid. The guns are pretty good on this thing. The Dispersion's of course not that great, but I think it's a German battleship. Yeah, the range is definitely pretty good, 21.2 kilometers, which is kind of a bit of an upgrade compared to like the Eisenhower or the Bayer or whatever. I can see what, because I got some upgrades. It's actually pretty good, 12.9 kilometers. It can be pretty sneaky. So yeah, I'd say this ship's like pretty solid. It's like an A tier kind of ship for me, my experience. So next I got the Schlieffen, and it's probably the first and only like S tier, because like this ship, I don't play like that much high tier battles that much, but like because like I kind of suck that, not really that experience. I only had 2 like tier 10s and like a few tier 9s. But yeah, this ship like when I'll play like operations edition. This ship's just so fun to play. The guns are kind of underwhelming with the main battery guns, but the secondaries are so good. It's 12 kilometers, so they can get like 12.5 with the some other commander skills or whatever, or like higher, like more valuable commanders. Yeah. Good torpedo rack, get like 16 torpedoes on the ship. They have pretty good range, but yeah, they take a long time to really. They have like 13.5 kilometers. Wow. Yeah, this ship like ultimate brawling. It kind of sucks that range, but like man, this ship's like so fun to play in, like operations. Such a pretty good ship. I think this is it. And let's see, that's the I'm pretty sure, yeah. So next we got the Undyne. I'm just not that good at this ship. They don't have rear facing torpedoes, which kind of sucks, but you do get like a lot of torpedoes up here to kind of make up for that. A little secondary. This ship's just like, the subs for me are just not that interesting to play, really ever. So yeah, this ship is kind of unfortunate for me. Don't like it that much, but at least put C tier. It's not terrible. It's not good D tier. I don't think I'm gonna have like really many D tier ships in here. It's just like C tier is maybe because like most of the tech trees I have, like tech tree ships I have, they're okay, like pretty good and like the right kind of player if they prefer a certain play style, but subs just aren't it. The Icarus, I've had the ship for so long. I just never really got that into destroyers that much, knowing how kind of what the grind is like. At least when I got to the Minsk, to the to Rigo and the Kuniberti, I never that engaged because like, well, at least in like British EDs, because like, these ships like kind of weak. 2,009 points. I probably have to get the whole. Like I had this ship for like years, but it's probably longer than I said the buddy on here or whatever. I've had that ship for a while until I finally upgraded with the shores, but I still only got the hull B or the range upgrade. I played this I was trying to get the grants to the Undyne because I want to actually try to play subs again after the they fully released the game. But yeah, short range, hydro, burst, smoke, which is like I don't know if that good or fun to use. I might try to get this ship. Actually, I don't know. I don't really love it that much. Probably C tier. So yeah, and it's a ship I've had for years. I've had this so long. I think if you probably look at my last ranking videos, I still had this ship. That ship I've had for quite a while, but it's definitely a bit better. It's just not that great as the Fiji. I don't know if I even had. I think I had this in my last video, but the ship, the guns. I do like British light cruiser AP shells, because that's all you get. You get 12 guns, you get 2.4 kilometers. I think that's upgraded. I haven't upgraded the torps on this thing yet, but pretty good concealment. That's not that great. It's average for, because I don't have any upgrades for this, I'm pretty sure. This thing was quite squishy though. This thing of like has no armor. You can get taken out pretty easily. At least got smoke screens until which work effectively until like you had a radar ship near you. But honestly, this ship is it's fun. I guess it's probably it's like a B tier. Definitely a bit more engaging to play in than like the Icarus. So that makes up the Monarch. I always like heard people kind of hate on this ship. It's fine, especially now that it has that super heal, which the other ones like the King George V don't have. But it's really this ship's just King George V, the same amount of health. The only thing really different is just the main battery guns on here. I guess some of the AA guns are a bit different because I don't remember like these mounts being on the King George V. I have it. On the range, nothing really good. 19.6 kilometers, which you get a spotter plane, but I mean, I have the North Carolina, like much of like the Bismarck, the Richelieu, the Nebraska, which all tier 8 ships that have much better range. Yeah, this ship, it's okay. For F1 was like pretty fine in my experience. It's not like anything. It's not like the Rook or like the Hawk, the Duncan, or the British Battle Cruiser, which I prefer a bit more. So yeah, I don't remember what it is in here. Where it is in here. It's right here. Somebody's got the Duncan, and this ship, I haven't played it just a little bit. Again, so the only reason I like grinded up this line and said the other one was because this thing gets 492mm guns at tier 9, which I've always loved the sound of those like kind of 14 plus millimeter guns on triple turret mounts, like the Ismo for example. I always love that sound. It's like sounds like powerful. I've sound like the Satsuma or Shigashima or the what's the British one? The Incomparable, sorry. But that's kind of the reason I really wanted to hear those gun sounds so that I didn't have a ship without those kind of guns at all until this point. So yeah. This ship, I do like the British HE on here. Obviously it's pretty good. The speed, very nice, 32 knots, concealment, 34 kilometers, which is acceptable for 2 knots, like super low, but not super high. Like the Monarch can get to, which I know can get much slower than the 12.6 have on that, but the A gun's pretty good at DFA on here. The armor's pretty crap. You get like no armor, you get 32mm, 25 at the front, 32 at the center. The armor you get is the coning tower on the guns, but yeah, keep those protected. Yeah, because you don't get those taken out. It's actually learned you can actually, and I'm pretty sure you can get your main gun battery guns taken out for like you really try, because I've seen that on like some streams from Warships. Yeah, this ship kind of fun. I still love like higher tier matches because I'm still not that good at it yet. Like really good player to really effectively play them. Yeah, I think it's like in the same tier. Somebody's got the little Hardy. Got the ship with the past whenever these ships are like brand new, they're like kind of early access. And I got the whole like event pass that kind of came out. I don't know about the ship. I used to play this quite a lot, like co-op, while I was trying to complete some random combat missions where I didn't want to go into a randoms battle, so I can just have an easier time getting the stuff I needed. The ship, I don't know how this is really that different from the from like the Valkyrie, for example. Like, obviously, if you compare this, you got like dual turrets, they're 120, 130, sorry, 30mm. This says 130, so these guns are a bit stronger, but these are like maybe a bit faster firing. I have no idea, I haven't played this ship that much in like ages. 37 knots, so pretty fast. The attack 7 kilometers, so kilometers of range, which what's this ship get? Its range. Let's make it start some kilometers. These are both the upgraded range finders and stuff. But I don't know what to say, probably speed tier. Don't know much about it really that much because I've only really played this thing in like co-op, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. So next to the Valkyrie. This ship I played randoms. like this is one of those kind of ships that's trying to get into destroyers a bit, like the Minsk and the Italian destroyer line and ship. Especially we can get like another rack of torpedoes with that upgraded hull. It's kind of weird. You think you'd like upgrade the torpedo mounts, but just upgrade the hull and get like 3 more torpedoes. That range 8 kilometers. So like it's supposed to be torpedo boat DDs, so kind of a bit more like multi-purpose or like kind of gunboat focus, because that's kind of what the for example the Le Fantasque and the Le Terrible, which are kind of like gunboat DDs. They're kind of tanky, 18,000 hit points, which is pretty good, especially considering how the this module right here. Yeah. The guns in here are pretty good. You get a reload booster, which makes them fire a lot faster. This ship was pretty fun when I played it. And actually, you can kind of for sure say, because I actually played this random, so I can actually kind of tell how the thing performs. I played it a bit more recently, so it's like an A tier for this one. So we set the shipboard, kind of setting up this instead of like the Henry IV line or whatever it's called. The Henry IV, the St. Louis, and the Charles Martel. This ship, I don't like this because I always hear the good things about the Marseille. This ship, I kind of heard it's like the bad part, really. And this ship, it's pretty good, but it is. It's one of the few higher tier cruisers to play. I don't play cruisers that often compared to like battleships, but this ship, it kind of sucks at like tier 10 matches, that's for sure. Concealment, it's not that great. I mean, it's not terrible, but then again, you're a cruiser with 13.7 kilometers, which is, I also do have this, so it's probably a bit worse without. So yeah, 35mm guns, 77 kilometers range, which is okay. Good for cruise, but considering this thing, I'm a cruiser that has battleship caliber guns. It's not that great. But I'll probably say like an E tier for this one. Like my matches, I've had a few good matches, I've had some really bad matches, and that's all I can really say about this ship, man. And this ship, I don't think I've had like a single one this ship, and that's kind of why I play this in this originally. The range, pretty good, 23 kilometers by default, so I'm pretty sure I don't have it. Yeah, I don't have it. Concealment, 14.6 kilometers, which is okay. This ship, like, the guns are kind of frustrating. I was hoping a bit, because I kind of like the Lion, mainly because of the sheer number. I have 16 guns compared to the 8 guns on here. And these guns are a bit bigger, but like I just can't get them to work ever. They're 381mm gun or 380mm guns. Good range, but the ship, at least with its default hull, hull, not that good. Pretty crappy armor, no hit points, but I can get upgraded. But even then, 63,000 hit points at tier 8 is just like not gonna cut exactly. Because that's a lot weaker than the Vladivostok, the Bismarck. So yeah. Overall, the ship. At least give it. I'll give it B tier. I know it's a good ship, but I just didn't have a good experience with it. So yeah. Where is it? Yes. Some extent of Vittorio Cuniberti. This ship, definitely a bit far because I can get that D-Tech lock like lower than the. Actually, at least at this moment, not the moment, but I know I can get that a bit lower than this. Here we go. Whatever. The guns, 8.6. This is more supposed to be a shorter range ship because it's pretty fast, especially with the engine boost, and you got exhaust smoke, so it means you can like be going almost 40 knots and like you're completely concealed. You got a nice torpedo rack, the range of 12 kilometers is pretty good. This is more like especially like Pelomilo, because like that's kind of how guns sound, because I understand how you're supposed to play the Emilio, and that means like sneaky ambush attack kind of destroyer, and that's kind of how I enjoyed the Torrigo and the ship, for example. Go. Enjoy them quite a lot. Which with the get 8 torpedoes until the 6 you got on the Torrigo, and like at least the default hull on this ship. The range pretty crap. It's like great, but then again it's zapped. That means you're not gonna overpan. You're gonna do dealing damage similar to AP shells. So yeah, this ship can like shred it like DDs, except for maybe like fast firing ones like the French ones, because I've been up against a little terrible, and it like just completely destroyed the ship because it can fire a lot faster, although it does not have like sap shells. But the ship pretty fun. At least get like A tier. I do like this line quite a lot, and it's only the strong line I've actually really played. Somebody's got the Brindisi. First up, go to Commando after getting all those like. Or actually, it's gone now, but the Christmas stuff. yeah, the ship kind of gave up on it a little bit because I got the ship like when I was really mainly grinding co-op and started getting into randoms, and that's kind of I like got the XP needed to get the ship, and I had the ship for quite a while. I've had it since like my last time I've been in this video because even back then I had the ship the Vittoria Veneto, and I didn't have like the Lepanto or the Colombo yet, which I have the Colombo now. Then again, like the thing is, I don't show like destroyers that much, or I mean cruisers that much. It's cruiser, not destroyer. But I got into like some brawls and some operations and kind of test the ship out. And this ship, it's pretty nice with its sap guns. You got some pretty good range, 10 kilometers. It's like the one of my favorite tier 9s, the Cosmo Minion. It's not that good, but like it didn't get its sap. So yeah. It took a long time to reload, 20 seconds. I kind of forgot how long it took. Wow, 20 seconds is quite a long time. You get some decent secondaries with their kilometers. They just do the job. They're just there. They're not like, it's not like a German ship. You got some torpedoes. Got 8 torpedoes, which range at 35 kilometers, which is pretty good. It's like a torpedo focused ship. The armor, it's alright, I guess. It's a cruiser. The cruiser's not been that known for like good armor, but this gets an A tier. At least similar to the ammo fee, which that ship never really did it that much for me. I kind of like the design of the ammo fee a bit better. This one's kind of cool, but yeah. Somebody's got the Colombo. This ship, yeah, this is like the only line I've actually fully grinded up. Yeah, I know I have the Schlieffen, but then again, I got that ship for free as I skipped over the Prince Rupert. I only had the Z10 before that, and this is the only ship like tech tree line I've grinded up fully so far. I don't play this that much in randoms like the Schlieffen. I'll really play this in operations and brawls. And this ship, it's pretty fun. The guns take quite a lot of reload, but then you got 16 guns with sap, and they're 381 millimeter guns. The secondaries, I'll kind of like the Lepanto. They're actually pretty good for not being German, but I got them out to 2.5 kilometers, just not that high for a tier 10 ship, but like these guns, especially when you get that exhaust smoke and you kind of go that kind of mode, you know, like kind of sneak by and like spam everyone with your secondaries with a pretty good range. They fire kind of fast. They're not like Schlieffen, like guns like minigun fast, but yeah, this ship like I think I actually might put this at S tier. It's pretty fun to play, and at least in like that kind of battles. I'll probably get more into randoms with the Schlieffen and the Colombo, but it's pretty into it. So somebody's got the Guatemala or whatever it's called. I don't know. It's Jervis. That's all it really is, but it's one of those kind of sneaky destroyers that you just kind of sit and like spam torpedoes. These things have deep water torpedoes. You got like a total 10 of them on your. My first match in the ship get like humbled by some other destroyer. I think it was Mahan, some American ship. Like came to the smoke screen and they just torpedoed it, and I died like right away. But ship's guns, they're pretty good. That's all I can really say. That's like it's not a gunboat DD. It's more of a torpedo boat. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. It's like not that engaging a ship to play. It's more like B tier. That makes out the ship fun. I kind of like glaze these ships for quite a while. I kind of play the ship a bit whenever I got into random battles, but because I really glazed the one below this, which I forget what it's called. The Vermont. That ship was kind of fun, like spam and stuff, and like co-op battles. But yeah, I used to think the ships were kind of really cool, and now, especially kind of like seeing it, how they perform it in the game when I'm like fighting against them and like my team, or when I play these ships, like they're just like they're okay. That's all I can really say. They fire quite fast. I have quite a fast for like what's called the traverse speed. Yeah, I can't think of the word because I did upgrade this, and this thing like gun range, it's not that great, but then you kind of like whip around and get those turrets actually on target pretty fast, which is kind of nice. You can't really do that in a battleship or in most other cruisers. So yeah, pretty nice. That's something kind of brought to much to the Colombo. I like how the rear turrets are 360 turrets, so I can like kind of do some a bit somewhere, but in a different way, where you can get your guns easily on target again. Which is one of my big scraps with like the Ismail and the October Revolution. Those ships, their guns that makes it kind of weird. awkward to like get those guns to move, but you know, I have to get that in like a super free one of the premium ships. So that should be fun. Excuse me. I don't know. These ships like B tier. They're not like that engaging or interesting. Not as good as I once thought they were. Up next, you got this game. This ship kind of like I'm kind of trying to like grind up different things. I'm trying to get most of my tier 6 ships like out of here. And although obviously I still need to get the Fubuki and the Icarus upgraded, but just like interesting. Cause I did play the small one for a little bit. So I kind of tried that ship out. And I kind of see it, and this ship like I kind of try to play this game to get like those 2 guns right there, 120mm guns. And yeah. So like most say they're not that fast. I was about to say they are, but I don't really know much about the ships. I'm always seeing like these ships be a bit faster, but they're not really that fast. Fred, do I got the upgrade armor here? I did upgrade the torpedoes, and I do need to upgrade that. Range on here, like I said, like or as you can see rather, hammer is pretty crap on 2 kilometers. The concealment, we got 6.2 kilometers, which is been an upgrade right here, which is quite nice. So yeah, it's probably like the lowest D-Tech I think I've had on a cruiser so far, or a destroyer so far. So this thing's kind of like stealthy. That's kind of like elected a little bit, and this is just like, not engaging, not interesting enough for me as a player in this game. So I set the Inract. This ship, like, this only grab out as the range on the guns. I think I got the upgrade recently. Yeah, I did. But then again, 14.8 kilometers with an upgrade at like a tier 7 destroyer, or cruiser, I cannot get the right ship class. The only really good thing, or kind of interesting thing, is the airstrikes, but then I got the Harsveld, which has that kind of same setup, but it's a lot more interesting playing, a lot more fun to play. The guns in here, like the AA guns, they do the job. Do you have DFA on here? I don't, but it's just pretty nice looking AA guns. They look cool. That's like what I say about them. Yeah, kind of like caliber. They're all like 40mm guns, just good middle ground, like huge like 76mm, like tiny 13mm AA guns. You'll find different ships. The range, yeah, at least it does get a spotter playing that improves it, but I never had that good of a time playing the ship. The guns are not that good or hard hitting, really. Like I said, pretty crap range so far. This side, C tier, it's not that good. So it makes it the Horsfield don't play this ship as much as like a lot of other cruisers, but this ship, it's definitely like not the greatest thing, but these guns are really fun to play. I'm just gonna crap it. I'm getting shredded by some DD and kind of be surprised, but then again, you got like 16mm, 16, 50 without the belts. Yeah, guns. They did have a bit more range. You got almost 16 kilometers of range, and I think that's upgraded. Yeah. I remember once got like a dev strike on like a DD with the airstrikes, because I think how many charges you get like individually. I don't know if it says on here, but oh yeah, I've been able to get 2, which is pretty nice. So yeah, this ship definitely been more interesting and engaging, but like I don't play this ship that much, and this never got interested in destroyers that much. Or I cannot get the ship class right again. These guns have more similar to destroyer than 128mm guns. But this time I sent the Uganda, which is like this ship, this Colonel Balesi, but this one's more of a ASW focus. Get pursue 3 flights of this. Yeah, 3 flights, just crazy to me, especially because this is a simple tier 7 like cruiser. I forgot how much the Hobart got, but like I don't really care at this point. But you got Hydro Search or DFA. You also got sub surveillance. I kind of use Hydro and sub surveillance. It's pretty effective. And also you got that crawling smoke generator, which I remember using when like a match where it was like I think it was like probably the map was called, it was like Twin Brothers with those 2 giant mountains and like the midpoint, which like I decided to kind of smoke up and like kind of go slowly and let some like battleships and other cruisers behind me to go and infiltrate the enemy team on the other side, which is kind of an interesting match. But yeah, this ship, let's get beat here. It's like the armor's pretty weak, it's not that great, and I don't love the what's Wait, did I mess this up? I think I already put it on here on accident. Whoops. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the. I think that's Uganda right there. I'm not sure, but so next the Chrome button. I see this one's also a bit different. You're AP only, but you also get super heal, super nice short range hydroacoustic surge. You got this thing. This can be the feature with the Pan American cruisers when once this gets Almirante and Cochrane or whatever it's called. And this is right here. You get considerable operational readiness. Kind of makes for interesting playstyle. I do love the AP on these ships. That's kind of why I think I prefer this a bit more, although I'll probably still put a B tier, a bit more than Uganda because like the guns hit pretty nice. So I mean a few matches where I'm like low tier ships, fighting against like I can always see in Citadel, which is something I don't really get on cruisers that often. And I play this ship quite a lot, mainly because I've been grinding to the Iparanga, so I didn't get that the one battle pass thing, or the event pass, and I decided, you know what, I need to get, so I decided to grind through this ship just to get it, and have a bit more experience in this ship. I could probably say at least a solid B tier. I liked it a bit better than Uganda, mainly because I've had more time to resonate with it since I've owned the ship a lot longer, but yeah. So I guess at the Iparanga. This ship's actually quite fun though. Main battery guns, they're alright. 356, just not that good at tier 8. That's probably like the lowest caliber at. So I don't think any, I think most ships are like 380 millimeters plus. At this point, you got 380, 406, 410 millimeter guns. So yeah, this ship's like not gonna cut in that kind of regard, but then again, it's a secondary focus ship. I mean, this ship doesn't get the, yeah, at the moment, but once it gets like the Los Andes and the Libertad, you get those heavy cruiser guns as secondaries. It's quite nice. Range of 9 kilometers. It's comparable to like the Bismarck and Brandenburg, which I both have. So yeah, the A, you got some A, pretty good. It's really 29 knots. It's not that fast. I mean, I kind of think this ship, like when I look at design, it always reminds me of the Rook, which I've played quite a lot because I've been grinding to like the Hawk and the Duncan, and now I think this ship's kind of fast, but it's not. You know, also got that one consumable, which kind of boosts your efficiency for the secondary guns. For nice. I'd say this ship's probably pretty good tier. I play this ship in Brain Gnomes and not co operations quite a lot. So, yeah. So I'm gonna set the Catalunya. I haven't played this ship in a little bit. That's not. Yeah, I haven't played a lot of these ships in a little bit. I've been mainly like playing a lot of the premium ships. I have like the West Virginia 44, the Key, which I got recently. So I'm more focused on like, you know, my economy, kind of up with my credits and my XP up. So yeah, so you kind of actually grind for these ships right here. This ship, I love these ships because like that kind of burst fire. They have okay range, I guess. I thought it was like 70 kilometers, but nope. Well, at least you get a spot plan, which kind of makes up for it. Burst fire, yeah, it makes the guns like take like battleship kind of levels up, like times of reload, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, this ship pretty fast, 37 knots, which is like, well, kind of for how fast the ship was, but detect, okay, 12.8 kilometers is kind of low, but that's low for battleship standards, not cruiser standards, but yeah, here. Starability 44,000 hit points, armor, bad, not that great. Got 150 on the bell, which is kind of nice, 25 in the front. So, I mean, it's a bit better, I guess, but not that great. You got some German secondaries, got like Italian torpedoes, at least based on their designs. I know how they actually perform because it's not a secondary focus ship and it's not like a torpedo boat, but it's kind of like just there to like kind of assist you. Actually, I went to look at torpedoes. You get 8 kilometers. It's like do maximum damage 15,000. So yeah, it's just like any cruiser you get torpedoes because most cruisers have torpedoes except for like the American ships. Yep. I say this ship's like an A tier. Always had kind of a fun time playing it. And so yeah, kind of worn out. Obviously, we can tell that my brain is not working properly because I always get cruisers, destroyers mixed up. And I'm not the switch right now, but well, thank you for watching this video. Kind of make this video almost for me because I kind of personally want to track my progress in the game because when I compare this to like about like 2 years ago, I have like mostly tier 6 ships, like barely in tier 8s or tier 7s. Then I kind of, once I got into random battles around that time, that's when I kind of got more tier 7s. Got tier 8s, a few tier 9s, and some tier 10s. Yeah, it's kind of fun to kind of see that. Plus, It's kind of nice. I like to give my personal opinion about these ships because I know there's a lot of opinions about ships from different creators for Warships. Well, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and goodbye. Nice. I like to give my personal opinion about these ships because I know there's a lot of opinions about ships from different creators for Warships. Well, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and goodbye.